When you need high-quality healthcare services, TJ Regional Health is here to take care of your entire family. Whether you're looking for a skilled and compassionate provider for primary care, women's health, pediatrics, cardiology, general surgery, sleep medicine, rehab services, or even mental health, TJ Regional Health is here for you in every stage of life. With convenient locations throughout South Central Kentucky, TJ Regional Health is your healthcare destination. Request an appointment at tjregionalhealth.org.
The news anchor for WBKO Channel 13. We're mighty proud to have Ann Morgan with us here tonight on a 24-degree evening in downtown Glasgow, Kentucky.
It certainly is cold, but I don't think it's dimmed the excitement at all. Everybody around here is anticipating this parade, and I can't wait to see it. I hear it's beautiful with all the lights and everything.
As we're speaking, it's rounding the corner. We have in the neighborhood of 150 units in tonight's parade. We have somewhere in the neighborhood of an estimate that I got yesterday of 1,500 people involved, actually riding along the parade route in vehicles, on floats, marching in bands, the various ways that you can be in a parade. And in the background, we begin to hear the drums beating, and we're soon to have the Grand Marshal, who Ann is going to tell us about in just a few moments as he does approach. But it's just been a lot of effort tonight, and the folks in downtown Glasgow, Kentucky, and all along the parade route from Glasgow High School down Columbia Avenue, up Broadway, up Main Street, around the square, and out South Green are going to see many, many hours, Ann, of blood, sweat, and tears, hard work. I know of a lot of folks who've been working on floats. I know of a lot of folks who've been rigging up lights and, hooking up things and getting music ready to play. And it's just been a wonderful couple of 3 weeks here where folks have begun to work on floats, and we're going to see the culmination of it here tonight. Y'all have been in lots of parades today as WBKO celebrities, haven't you?
Oh, yes. I've been to Morgantown and Bowling Green, and then we've had other people out at Horse Cave and Columbia. We've been all over the place. We've got a few parades next weekend, but this is going to be really exciting. The night parade with the lights and everything, and what a way to bring Christmas in.
Well, certainly the Christmas parade brings out the kid in all of us, I think, and being partial to Glasgow, I hope that when this parade's over with, you and I can have the conversation that, gee, I really feel in the Christmas spirit.
Yes. Well, I think you're already in the Christmas spirit, though.
Well, actually, it's this hat you have on here that has this sort of a Santa's helper hat that she has on here, which actually is not so much for looks, but for warmth.
Hat head.
That's right. That's right. Now, how exactly do you get hat head, Ann?
You put it on in the first
leave it on for a few days, and there it is.
A few days.
Well, just several. Well, we're looking forward to the arrival of the parade here in downtown Glasgow as we hear it coming up East Main Street. And we've got so many folks that we're going to be trying to remember to thank as the parade comes through. So many folks sit down. The parade committee, Rita Williams is the chairperson of this year's parade committee with the Glasgow Barron County Chamber of Commerce. She has done a tremendous job, but she could in no way do it by herself. She has lots of folks helping her, lots of folks involved in the design of the parade, going all the way back.
Like clockwork.
It really does.
Time, everybody knows exactly what they're supposed to do and where they're supposed to go.
Going back to the beginning of school when the contest was held to begin to determine what the theme for this year's parade is. And, of course, with this being the bicentennial, it is the Kentucky birthday bicentennial Christmas parade that the blue lights are beginning to escort us. Why don't we go ahead and look onto the street, and Ann, we'll walk up here to where we can see exactly what's coming on. We have the Glasgow City Police Department here. They've apprehended William Whittam there in the police car, it looks like, who is going to be leading along with the Glasgow City. Those are brand new cruisers, by the way.
And they look very nice.
That's right. This is the DAV Color Guard. We always remember our veterans. We have a wonderful Veterans Day celebration here just a few weeks back, and we're proud of the DAV Chapter 20 and the Color Guard honoring the parade tonight.
And coming up next, can sort of start to see them coming in. Well, you can hear them more than you can see them. The Barron County High School Band, Marching Trojans.
You know, music is something that we're proud of here in Glasgow and Barron County, and
we have competitive.
We have many fine bands here, and the band you're beginning to hear in the background is the Barron County Marching Trojan Band leading the parade. As you see on your screen, the DAV van that's coming through representing our color guard here. Ed Boston is the director of this fine band that has grown over the years, and they certainly are in many competitions. They have a big band festival out there each and every year, a contest at Trojan Stadium, and we're proud to have them leading the parade tonight. Let's hear the music of the Barron County Marching Trojans. And marching to the cadence of the Barron County Marching Band, too. You know,
We're going to see and hear from a lot of bands through the course of the parade.
not all of these band uniforms are designed for this cold weather. I know these youngsters braving the cold are proud to be a part of this parade tonight.
But they had a 2.5-mile walk. That's probably the best way to do the parade.
There's some more girls with your hats on there.
Yes.
This is the flag corps from the Barron County Marching Band. Certainly an excellent crowd in downtown Glasgow tonight. We always worry when we begin to think about the parade weekend. We start checking the extended forecast and just sort of curious, is it going to be wet? Is it going to be damp? Will it dampen the spirits? Will it chill the spirits? And I don't think that in downtown tonight, certainly rain would be far worse to deal with than the cold weather.
And it's not windy, which I think would make it worse. So.
And the calendar. Cold weather in December.
A face many of you probably recognize, Jonathan Taylor Thomas. He's the Grand Marshal of the parade, and he is on Tool Time Home Improvement every week. I don't know about you, Henry, but the volume goes up.
A great show.
Yes, ABC series.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas plays Randy on Home Improvement, which just this week was re-upped for an unprecedented 3 seasons. 3 seasons now, and we certainly want to thank the folks at WBKO Channel 13, ABC, and we have to have a big thank you to the folks at Houchins Industries for their contribution. Don't want to talk. Say, Sam, you look like you got a good truck in there.
Oh, and I see some familiar faces.
That's Sam Bull with Houchins Food Stores, and the corporate sponsorship of Houchins Food Stores makes possible our Grand Marshal, Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Hey, look here.
I see these guys at work every day.
You've got to say all of this.
Okay, we got Doug Hogan, of course, our Glasgow Bureau Chief. A lot of people here downtown recognize him. Chris Allen, our morning weather person, and Amy Bingham, our morning anchor. Fine people.
Fine people to work with. And they don't look any warmer than you do at this point in the parade, so you haven't gotten rooked in this deal yet, Ann.
No. I'm very happy to be exactly where I am.
And we're glad to have News Center 13 here in the Glasgow Christmas Parade. Whoa, the mayor, the council is trying to kill us here.
People can throw food at me anytime.
This is the Glasgow City Council and Glasgow Mayor Charlie Honeycutt and one of Glasgow's fine fire trucks. And there's old Granny. And more firemen. I don't know what year Granny is from, but she's an old fire truck, and she makes the parade every year.
A tradition.
I got a peppermint.
Okay.
You can have
I'll hold it for you.
You take care of that.
Okay. And it looks like we've got the Barron County Executive and the Fiscal Court.
That's right. That's right. Woody Gardner is on that truck somewhere, and that's the East Barron Volunteer Fire Department. There's Sherry Jones. There's all the crews, some magistrates. Whoops, we almost got a piece of candy there. Try one more time. Hey, and there's the county attorney on there. Thanks. He's got his bag here. Thank you very much.
Because our elected leaders are getting into the Christmas spirit. And then
Senator
we've got
Walter
State
Baker.
Senator Walter Baker.
And here we have the president of the Glasgow Barron County Chamber of Commerce for next year, Joe Goodman III. Good to see you, Joe. Joe is a car dealer here in town. You can tell he's driving a beautiful car from his dealership.
We've got a very spirited group here, the Western Kentucky University cheerleaders, and of course everybody's favorite, Big Red.
Now, Big Red makes lots of appearances in Glasgow with our WKU Glasgow campus, and the kids love him, and we love to have him here in the Christmas parade this year, Ann.
And what would a parade be unless it had beauty queens? We've got Western Kentucky's homecoming queen, Jennifer Mizell.
That's right, the 1992 candidate that we have in the Western homecoming each and every year. And a beautiful young lady, and we're always well represented.
Okay, and
this is the Glasgow Middle School Marching Band. This is under the direction of John Scalise, our future marching Scotty band members. They are from the Glasgow Middle School.
Sounding very good.
They're going to play for us now. On a cold night, those big white tubas passing through the background of the Glasgow Middle School Band. Hey, we have some animals here that are coming up now. This is a bunch of, well, these are the from Pan Olston. Last year, the Pan Olston group had the Grand Marshal's Trophy, and they have the Muppets here today. Pan Olston wishing you a fairy tale Christmas.
Ooh.
It's time for the Scouts.
We've got a whole bunch of them. Lots and lots of kids active.
And here's a guy I didn't know was a scout. There is Batman, the Cape Crusader himself. Batman would definitely have to be an Eagle Scout at some point in his career.
That's how he got his start.
This is the Junior Girl Scout troop, number 477. And we have troop number 220 coming through here in the big red pickup truck. There's some more Santa's Helpers hats and a bunch of folks on there. The scouting groups here in Barron County are growing every year with more and more folks becoming parts of dens, becoming parts of packs. And we have an award winner here. This is the Happy Valley Cub Scout pack number 561.
They came in third in their division.
The third place, hello Brent, third place in their division.
And look at the job they did.
Christmas shines bright on my old Kentucky home.
Well, that sounds pretty bicentennial.
Yes, it does. And certainly a beautiful old car there with a bunch of scouts riding in it. The third place winner in the scout category. Here comes pack number 116 from Edmonton, Kentucky. Who do we have next?
We've got the Heistville Cub Scout pack number 618.
Did a good job on that.
Oh, okay. I'm getting this down. Okay. And they've also got their own float. Looks like they did a lot of good hard work.
You know, any float requires a lot of hard work.
Yes. These kids are young, too.
Scouts yesterday and today. Merry Christmas. But they have their own fireplace on board that float, so they're doing...
They're a little bit warmer than we are.
That's right. It certainly... we have the Temple Hill Brownie troop number 774 coming through next.
Yeah, and I think they're probably a hit with the crowd. They're throwing candy out. We see a lot of kids lined up on the street holding bags just for the purpose.
One young lady brought her teddy bear with her.
Yes. Okay.
Here comes pack 747.
The South Green Cub Scouts, followed by, I think, the South Green Brownies.
That's right. This is a beautiful float. I know the folks who worked on this float because my son is waving to me right there. And it's Happy Birthday, Kentucky, 1792 to 1992. It's a birthday cake with all of the Scouts' handprints on it, wishing Kentucky a Merry Christmas and Happy Birthday.
And they did a fine job, and I know you're not prejudiced at all.
Not at all.
Okay. What you see now, or what you just saw, the South Green Brownie Troop number 906.
That's right, on a big horse and carriage.
And coming up, the Cave City Brownie Troop number 27.
And look at there, a lighted 200th birthday cake, Merry Christmas, and look at the little presents.
Brownie presents.
Perfect for under any tree.
Well, you know, these floats are also beautiful. It must have been really hard for the judges to make a decision. I know I would have a hard time.
Judging began at 4 o'clock this afternoon, and it takes a long time with all this work and all of this decisions to make, Ann.
Okay, we got Cub Scout pack number 477 now.
Forever from 1792 to 1992.
Again, a lot of good hard work.
A couple of Christmas trees. That's the neat part about a night parade. We've got these Christmas trees lit, and they really look pretty across the darkened sky of downtown Glasgow.
Now we've got the Eastern Elementary Girl Scout pack number 537.
Seems to be a pretty good place to be tonight, is in the back of a pickup throwing candy out with all your friends.
Exactly.
The Hamburglar, there he is. We could use a bite or two over here, couldn't we?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Good. Here we have the Austin Tracy Cub Scout pack number 605.
They've got their tree all decorated beautifully as they come through the reviewing stands in downtown Glasgow.
Oh, heavens. We've got another award winner coming up here. First
This is going to be beautiful.
Yes.
The Eastern Elementary Cub Scout Pack number 463, the #1 winning float in the Cub Scout division, in the Scouts division, as the color guard brings the float in. This is the award-winning float, first place. And it's a covered wagon, 1792 to 1992 Christmas Pass.
That is just incredible. Kids outdid themselves. They've even got tunes.
I'll tell you what, they've got a beautiful bunch of greenery on the float and the lights. Our first place winner in the Scout division from Eastern Elementary. Beautiful.
Well, they're to be congratulated.
That's the back of canvas stretched over there, using it very creatively.
And up next we have the Temple Hill Scouts. This is den #1.
More candy out there for us too. If we can ever bend over and get it here, we're going to be good shape with candy.
And we got another award winner coming on the.
This is the second place.
This is the Barren River Rod and Gun Club Boy Scout Troop number 605. They came in second place in their division.
And we're just about to see their float right now. And it's a two-part float. That was the, I think that's the equipment thing. Maybe that carries the tents to all the camporees and everything.
Boy.
Looky here at all these young'uns in their coonskin caps and their flint muskets.
You could go hunting on that float.
That's right, and they've got a tent pitched in the back here.
Okay, now we're moving into the churches. This is
Coming into downtown Glasgow, this is the
Seventh-day Adventist.
This is the Glasgow Cumberland Presbyterian Church. We're a little bit out of order here. Cumberland Presbyterian celebrate the birth of Christ Kentucky bicentennial with a nativity scene and folks from yesteryear on there and a map of Kentucky as well. This is the, that's right.
This is the Methodist Youth Fellowship, and they won third place in their division, and they did a really nice job. Some real pretty Christmas trees there.
All the gals in bonnets.
Mm-hmm.
The guy there is real smart with a big toboggan on too.
Okay.
There's a truck with a steeple on it, Ann.
Well, that's appropriate.
The Wesleyan Church.
Okay, and
Complete with bows as well.
And coming up, we have the first place winner. It'd be the Coral Hill Church of God.
What a beautiful float with the old country church, the Church of God, the old country preacher standing in the front, the Christian flag and the American flag, and the snowy scene saying Jesus Christ, the same yesterday, today, and forever.
A lot of good hard work.
That's a lot of work in there. You know, creating a snow scene is pretty tough.
Yes. And, you know, the winners just keep coming. We got the second place winner coming up now on the screen. This is the Bethel United Methodist Church.
Kentucky celebrates 200 years of worship. And there's a beautiful manger scene, nativity scene. And the
Little angels.
That's right. Lots of little angels and their little candles. Just absolutely gorgeous. The second place winner in the church division.
Henry, I hear music.
The Barron County Junior High Marching Band Future Trojans. And let's hear them play right now. So that completes our church division, and certainly we had very impressive float work in the church division, and we're moving into the family and individual division. This is the one that's always a lot of fun because we're not always sure what we're going to see, and it sort of gives us a feeling of anticipation.
Oh, okay. Well, I think everybody's going to like seeing this young lady, Shannon Renee Lester. She is America Cover Miss.
A very lovely young lady indeed.
Yes.
And doesn't seem to be bothered at all riding on the back of a convertible in a cold night.
No, not at all.
She is sponsored by the Glasgow Industrial Services, too.
Okay, and...
Well, now here comes a big machine. This is Audie Garrett loader work, and I guess you can load with that. And it's decorated as it's a backhoe decorated for Christmas. This entry, I believe, from Sue and Floyd Chapman. And next we have Miss South USA preteen
Amanda Holder. And again, waving to the crowd.
And she's got a warm-looking coat on there, too, and certainly important for her to have that. Don's Rental and Construction. Boy, that truck's lit up for sure. Peace on earth, and all the lights on that truck from Don's Rental.
I wonder where he's getting the power for that.
Well, he probably rented a generator from himself and plugged it all in.
Boy. Well, I guess the individual ones are almost harder. You don't have
That's
as many
right.
people working on them.
Yeah, but the sky's the limit.
Yep. And we've got a second place winner who obviously found the right formula, Dale and Betty Rich.
A cute little Christmas tree with all the old antique farm implement toys on there. From 1792 to 1992, a Kentucky Christmas, it says, from Dale and Betty.
Betty Rich. Now
Boy,
we've
look.
got Sam Bull.
Well, now Sam was driving the Houchins truck. I don't know who's driving that John Deere. Is it? That's part of the other unit, okay. But that's an old John Deere.
Mm-hmm.
And we also have America's Scholarship Pageant, Little Miss Kentucky, Megan Nunnally.
Coming.
Hey, this is a guy that likes to cruise.
Greg Williams. Isn't he the one that wrote Cruisin' Happy Valley Road?
That's right. He's got a music video coming soon, it says. He's got a big boy Christmas toy.
Did you cruise Happy Valley Road?
I cruised Happy Valley Road when it was 2 lanes. Not when it was
you did.
Not when it was gravel, but when it was 2 lanes.
Is that why everybody recognizes you?
That's right. Hey, looky here.
And this is the #1 entry in this division. Kenneth Chapman, Tom Hughes second, and Letitia Hughes, and Miss Farmers Rural
Electric Cooperative. Letitia Hughes is riding up there in a little wagon pulled by a couple of small steers.
And coming on your screen now is the Donnie Pettigo family.
And the Kenneth Stevens family. Just felt like they'd get in here and wish everybody happy holidays.
Well, I don't blame them. I think we've got some like-minded people following them. Ellis Simpson and Wayne.
What do you think so far?
I think this is a beautiful parade. It's amazing the amount of work people put into those floats and that they're able to think of these ideas and carry them through and come up with something.
Gives you the option of having the light-minded Wayne Davidson, okay. All right, I was getting a signal of what that was. That was Wayne Davidson, all right. What I was saying is that having the lights to work with really gives you some more creativity and some more options. This is Merry Christmas from Chad Garman, driving an old Impala that's been taken well care of, I might add.
I bet that's seen Happy Valley Road, too.
It probably has.
Okay.
It's probably cruised several sets of tires up and down Happy Valley Road. Hey, it's Yogi Bear.
I think this is one the kids probably really like a lot. This is Jellystone's Yogi Bear.
That's right.
And there's the bear himself waving to the crowd.
Wonder if he's got a picnic basket. What did he say? Hey, boo-boo. I always liked Yogi Bear. He is my kind of guy. Long Island tanning here. Certainly got lots of tinsel on the Long Island tanning bed truck there.
Well, December, it's time to think about tanning, I guess.
That's right, it is, because it's about the only way to get one is from the tanning bed. J.B. Harden. The Hardens are driving a Chevy Nova, all wrapped up just in time for Christmas with big bows.
I wouldn't mind getting a Christmas present like that.
That one is a beautiful car.
Yes.
All wrapped up. That'd be something to wake up Christmas morning and have a huge bow tied onto a new vehicle out in the front yard.
You know, what's been really interesting are the themes. We've been seeing a lot of creative themes, especially with, you know, the bicentennial, but just the different angles people have been taking on those themes. You know, the tractors, for example, the old farming. Coming up on the screen now is Amy Annette Matthews, Miss Congeniality, Hart County Fair.
That's right, from this year's Hart County Fair, and a very congenial-looking young lady indeed.
And we got another award winner.
J&E Odds and Ends, with some odds and ends under the Christmas tree. The Caverna High School Marching Band, ladies and gentlemen, the Marching Colonels for your Christmas enjoyment this evening. And certainly I love the uniform of the Caverna Colonels.
Yeah.
playing Jolly Old St. Nicholas for us here as the Christmas parade continues. We're certainly tickled to death to have the Caverna Marching Band here in downtown Glasgow and along the parade route tonight for your enjoyment.
Lots of little kids here watching the parade, and I'm sure who are waiting for Jolly Old St. Nick.
And lots of young at heart here, too. There's just something
yes.
about getting out and seeing the Christmas parade that brings back very pleasant memories for all of us.
Kind of gets you in the mood for it. And here we've got the Barron County T-ball champions.
These are the big champs from the 1992 season, the Barron County T-ball champs, who happen to be the Highsville Cardinals.
Yes. And now we've got the Memorial Baton Twirlers.
And here they are. And they're dressed up in very warm outfits for twirling batons here and have their Santa Claus hats on. Twirling looks difficult. I've never tried it, but it looks difficult.
I think it looks difficult, too.
And a cold, with your hands so cold on a night like this, we have the Barron, this is the Miss Preteen Kentucky, who is Kristen Swanson.
And she's all wrapped up, too.
Wake everybody up.
Blanket, hat, and everything.
The Temple Hill volunteer fireman just came through and decided to wake everybody up with a big blow of the horn. You know, we're so proud of our volunteer fire departments here in Barron County. We have so many, and they do a nice job.
And here we've got the #1 first place finisher in this particular division. It's the Kentucky Tech Barron County AVEC.
That's right, the Area Vocational Educational Center, celebrating Kentucky Christmas past and present, 1792 to 1992. The Vicar Club and the HOSA Club and everybody went in and put together a beautiful, well-lit float.
And speaking of lights, we've got the Austin Tracy Fire Department.
With the flag of the Commonwealth and a beautiful Christmas tree. And they're dressed up, ready to fight a fire if the need be.
Really? All these lights.
That's right.
And then we've got the Highsville Post Office.
This has a second place marquee on it. All the good folks out at the Highsville Post Office got together and fixed a big radio flyer.
I guess the cold weather couldn't keep them.
Well, you know, the post office is so important this time of the year.
Yes.
All that traffic to the North Pole, all that overtime. Hey, how you doing? All that overtime work going to the North Pole. The Highsville Post Office is doing its part and found some time to be in the parade.
Well, that's good. And here we have the Highsville Volunteer Fire Department. This is Casper. Fire truck Casper.
That's right.
It's white.
That's right. It's as white as a ghost. And it has its very own Dalmatian riding atop it with some Christmas presents as well. Even got a Noel banner on the ladder. This truck is ready for Christmas or a fire.
And so are tiny Mr. and Miss Barron County Fair.
That's Sarah Catherine Bauer and Evan Michael Calvert.
Oh, and they are precious. Look at that.
And they seem to actually be enjoying being in this parade as much as anybody
Santa
I've
Claus
seen.
is at the end.
That's right. They're going to get off. The Cave City Volunteer Fire Department is here tonight, too, and they've got an old firefighting truck there, and they're ready for the fire as well.
Yes, and
You know, here's another Cave City unit coming through the parade. We have in Barron County the finest volunteer fire departments of any county I know of. All the training, all the EMT work that they do, the many motorist assist, the many traffic accident assist and medical emergencies they make runs for. We're just mighty proud of our volunteer fire departments as the Horse Cave Fire Department, which is not technically in Barron County, but a good neighbor to us. And we're glad to have the Horse Cave Fire Department down here as well. You know,
we've got another award winner coming up, the Ralph Bunch 6th Grade Center.
That's right, and there's a story behind this. This is the last year of Ralph Bunch 6th Grade Center. We're building a new middle school. The 6th Grade Center has been in existence for a number of years, and this is the last year that any students will be going to Bunch School.
And it's appropriately entitled The Last Bunch.
And on the parade route on the float is the staff and the name of every student who was among the last bunch students.
And passing now on your screen is the Horse Cave Volunteer Fire Department.
This also, we have the officers. This is the clubs and organizations coming up as well. And we got some mules in the parade tonight.
Well, you can't have a parade without horses and mules. And
And that is the Glasgow Highland Games. There's Lauren Ray on there. I recognize that. And we have lots of Scottish-looking attire on that float. And?
Well, tradition.
That's right. Yeah, a parade in Glasgow, Kentucky is bound to have lots of Scottish things. We have the Glasgow National Guard. Of course, we have the 623rd Field Artillery Division. This time last year, we were continuing to celebrate having our 623rd back from the go.
Well, this must be a special Christmas
Yes, it is.
for them.
Here comes this is one you don't want to.
Very safe.
If this guy doesn't have the right of way, let him have the right of way. Some sort of a Land Rover device there.
And, you know, we've got another one coming up.
And while they're coming, Mary will hand you some hot cider.
Oh, and I love Mary. Thank you.
Oh, that hits the spot too.
Oh, no.
Says, do not allow this panel to slide off. Certainly not. I'm reading the instructions from the National Guard. We're proud of all of our 623rd here in South Central Kentucky.
And here we've got more firefighters from the
South Barron Volunteer Fire Department.
And
Who do we have walking here?
beautiful looking people. We've got the Once Upon a Time Advisory Board.
That's right.
They're decked out for Christmas, and they've got a float too as well.
With some folks who certainly look like they know the fashion scene.
Yes. Oh, and you know, you just never know where Elvis
All right.
will turn up.
All right. The King. The King has made it in the parade. If it can't be Graceland,
We'll see it on the wire tomorrow.
there's nothing like being in Glasgow, Kentucky.
Oh boy, he died. He's died and gone to heaven.
That's right. We should get him over here for a
Glasgow.
couple of bars of Blue Christmas.
Okay, this is the Modern Woodmen of America Fun Club Camp 11873.
The Teen Service Club of Modern Woodmen, who are very active here in the community.
And this is the Ebony Social Club.
The Christmas parade is moving very nicely. We haven't had a lag here at all, or we'd have gotten more of this cider down by now. But the Ebony Social Club is coming through, throwing out lots of candy, a car from Bailey Gibson Buick Pontiac GMC. I'm tempted to pour this cider on my feet at this point.
Ooh,
I'm fairly warm on the top half, but the bottom half is
questionable.
beginning to freeze a little more.
And coming up, we've got the National Corvette Museum. I'm really looking forward to seeing that.
There's lots and lots of excitement building as the National Corvette Museum begins to become a reality, and certainly we hope that we'll be hearing lots more about that.
Yes.
That Corvette may make it in the museum, a beautiful blue Corvette.
Looks like we've got more from the National Corvette Museum, and talk about a classic.
All right, my goodness.
This will definitely be an exhibit.
I wonder if this is the first year that they did the Corvette. This would be a 52 or 3 or somewhere in that range,
Well,
but a sharp
beautiful.
Corvette indeed, complete with Minnie Mouse in the trunk.
And now we've got the Barron County High FHA.
The Future Homemakers of America, Barron County has a strong FHA chapter, evidenced by their participation in the parade here tonight.
I just got hit on the head.
That's right.
Piece of candy.
Also evidenced by how good they can wheel a big piece of candy over here and hit the target.
Right arm, one of those girls. Okay, we got the Barron County Democratic Women's Club and Leadership 21st Century.
And we got a bunch of young Democrats on that pickup truck. 1 century into the next century.
Okay, now coming up, we've got the 3rd place winner in the division. This is the Heistville Firefighters Auxiliary.
My goodness, look at everybody dressed up in old costume, celebrating Christmas with love for 200 years.
Talk about wagons going west.
They got a little puppy dog on there too.
Ooh. He must be cold.
Yes. I really like the way those lights flash on that float too.
And now we've got the Corsair Shrine Temple.
We always are glad to hear of our Shriners. Look at this.
I think they're getting their name across.
I believe they're well lit up here at ground level
Woo.
from the Louisville chapter. And of course, with the Corsair Crippled Children's Hospital and the many fundraising activities
So much
that they are involved in, it certainly is a good Christmas wish to have the Corsair Shriners with us.
Yes, they do a lot to help burn children as well.
We have a temple here in Glasgow, and this is the Glasgow Shriners who are involved in these activities locally. Merry Christmas to you, sir.
And coming up next, we've got the Glasgow Eastern Star.
The Order of the Eastern Star, and those gals are all waving out there, having a very good time.
Spreading some holiday cheer.
That's right.
Okay, coming up, we've got the Barren River Horseback Riding for the Handicapped. And you were telling me about that program.
This is a fairly new organization, and certainly they've done a good job at getting organized and having meetings. And it's certainly a very, very worthwhile organization who provide horseback riding opportunities for the handicapped. And the folks involved in this are very sincere and work very hard. And they've got a sleigh with a tree in it ready to go up.
Okay, we've got the Twin Dragons Kung Fu Academy. We don't mess with them.
That's right. No, one guy's carrying a big stick. And the other two guys probably don't need the stick.
Really?
Well, let's see who we have coming down the parade route. Now we have more representatives of the Twin Dragon Kung Fu, the martial arts the martial arts industry represented here well.
And following them is the Glasgow Business and Professional Women.
Cute little sports car they're driving there, but they probably can't wait to put the top up.
Really? Okay, coming up, we've got another winner. And this is the Barron County 4-H.
A second place. Paula Terry there throwing out candy. She is our 4-H leader here in Barron County.
Oh, wow, look, Santa's Post Office.
The official post office bicentennial Christmas in Cloverville. Of course, the clover being the emblem of 4-H. A lot of work on that float.
Yeah, as I was saying earlier, I don't know how these judges came to a decision because everybody has done such a good job.
The VFW post represented here. Pulling a small trailer with lots of candy.
Yes. Those entries go over big with the kids in the crowd.
Hey, we have more. Oh, it is. Let's see if we can see who this particular person is here. This is a van courtesy of Bailey Gibson, but I'm not sure who was in it, but I know they were having a good time.
Yes. Getting into the spirit of the season, and I believe this is the #1 entry. Yes, it is. This is the Cross Country Saddle Club.
Frontier Christmas. Look at that. Look at those.
Daniel Boone?
Oh, it could very well be. He was back here in the early years, you know.
Mm-hmm. And we've got another group of homemakers coming up. This is the Barron County homemakers.
Well, this is certainly the Barron County homemakers have put in a lot of work. Look at there.
I think they've made a home on that float.
They are got a little rocking horse underneath there, and boy, I tell you what, it's just amazing to me how many hours go into the perfect lettering, and the lights are all. You know, you have to build these floats kind of strong too.
And we've got Little Mr. and Miss Home and Garden, as well as the K. Bledsoe Business and Professional Women.
That's right, Sharon Burgess riding there. And quickly coming down through the parade route here is our very own K. Bledsoe BMPW Club and an old-fashioned Christmas with some old-fashioned candy.
Ooh, that never goes out of style.
No, it doesn't. We have very active BMPW clubs here, many civic-minded activities that go on throughout the year, not just at Christmas, and they make a difference.
And the Park City Volunteer Fire Department, their lights are flashing, and they're definitely ready for Christmas.
That's right. It takes a few hours to scrub that truck down, too, you know. You notice how clean and shiny these fire trucks are tonight. Mm-hmm. And they have a little hook and ladder unit here that they've built out of a golf cart, just like in the old days. You see the chief.
Like fun.
The chief is driving from the back.
So who's controlling here?
Well, actually, the chief seems to be still in control.
Oh, and this is the one I've been looking forward to. This is the USS Barron. These are the area Trekkies.
That's right, and they have sort of beamed in here for the parade.
Oh boy, what a fun group.
And it really look at the artwork on the back of that. You'll be able to see it on your screen in just a moment. This is the USS Barron Federation number 9021. Beautiful artwork. East Barron Volunteer Fire Department has their units in the parade and has their dog, a real live Dalmatian, in the front as a mascot. A few little elves coming down the street here as we progress.
And coming up now, we've got the season's greetings from the Mid-Kentucky Antique Car Club. So
that's pulling.
Lovers, this is it.
This is the frame of a 1955 Chevrolet, complete with the engine block on it and a Christmas tree being pulled by that. And that engine block belongs to James Estes and Lynn Estes.
Okay.
This was a Chevelle convertible.
Coming up is the 1934 Chevy on your screen.
All right, who has that? Is that James Estes owns that? Hey, that looks like something that Elliot Ness might have arrived at the parade in, you think?
That is beautiful.
I really like that.
A Coke wagon or something. Is that a Coke wagon?
Yes, it is. You can open that up and get a real short bottle of Coca-Cola out of it. This is number 5, which is a 1970 Chevy pickup driven by Sid Ritter.
Okay, and I guess his brother, David Ritter, is next.
He has a 1960 Plymouth convertible. If I'm not mistaken, this is the kind of car that Ward Cleaver used to drive.
A car that you felt very safe in.
That's right. Ward was sort of bouncing to the driveway in this. That's right, it is.
Okay.
And next we have a, where are we here on the list here? This is there's Howard Alls in there driving a Chevrolet. That's a 1954 Chevy Bel Air.
And on your screen just a second ago, you saw a 1954 Chevy.
That's right, Chevy Bel Air.
Air.
We've been provided with a list here. We just need to double check. There's a big pickup here. This is a 53 Chevy pickup driven by Tommy Maupin. And we got a Chevy, this is unit number 9, which is a 62 Chevy convertible. Who has that? Oh, that's Terry and Pam Flatt. Athletic director at Glasgow High School, takes care of those cars.
Now we've got a 1957 Chevy pickup driven by Wayne Edmonds.
Miss Peggy and her tree in the back there.
Mm-hmm. And then another hot red car, a 1966 Mustang. Did you have a Mustang?
No, I never had a Mustang. Sonny Flatt drives that. But you know, Lee Iacocca's the guy that came up with the Mustang, and look what happened to him. He's done well. So is the Mustang.
1965 Chevy convertible, but they're keeping their top up tonight. Gary Edmonds.
Good fella.
Mm-hmm. And another Mustang convertible, 1965. Beryl and Sue Froge.
All right, another one of my favorites. This is 1939 Buick Straight 8. There's Carol Gill and Donald Joe Gill driving that one. Now, that's a real car right there.
I'll
hey, Donald.
say. And this is a 1969 Chevelle, Johnny Gentry. Proud owner of that.
And a big crew in there, off to go Christmas shopping. What is this, a Jeepster?
Yep, a 1948 Willys Jeepster, Jerry Hinton, owner of that one.
67 Pontiac.
Le Mans, George Carrender.
Who's that? Carrender, right. Okay.
And then a yellow 1956.
That's a 57 Chevy, I believe.
57 Chevy.
Russell and Loretta Wood. Now, when I was in high school, you were cool if you had a 57 Chevy.
Okay, well, this 56 Thunderbird looks pretty cool to me. Dorothy Wood.
That's right. And we have a 72 Chevelle coming through. No, that's not a Chevelle. Now, that our list says a Chevelle, but that's a Dodge Charger from Gary Davis.
Okay.
And here's the Chevelle.
Well, 1972 Russell and Loretta Wood. They've got a couple of cars in this.
That's right. They enjoy keeping these up. And here's another little Corvette here. I'm not sure what year, but boy, it looks like something you could drive down Route 66 and get anywhere in the world.
Oh, okay. Get your kicks.
That's right.
Okay.
Or whatever else.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be I-66 before we know it here in South Central Kentucky.
Hey.
All right, what do we see next approaching the parade route? We have the Metcalfe County High School Marching Band from Edmonton, Kentucky.
decided to ride to the parade.
Now that's a pretty unique idea there. Let's get a big truck and let's ride, because what we're here for is to play anyway. And that's what they do so nicely from Metcalfe County.
We should be seeing some pretty fancy entries coming up now. Large business. And here's one that's going over really well. Domino's Pizza.
It's the Noid.
And nobody wants to avoid him, not with all
That's
that
right.
candy.
Listen, they are throwing it out wholesale.
Boy, great big handfuls of it. And now coming up is the third place winner in this category. This is Lowe's of Glasgow, number 327.
They do a good job every year on their floats. They got the materials to do it with, and they build a beautiful float with a big Christmas tree.
Well, you know, if that's what it takes to get third place, God, first and second, a lot of hard work too.
Well, they really put the lights on this.
Yes. Mammoth Cave National Park.
Now, of course, there's a lot of wooded area at Mammoth Cave, and they got to protect it. It could be named Casper too, nice and white.
Yes. Okay, coming up is the Watson's Teen Board.
Every year, Watson's drafts teens from area high schools to sort of keep them abreast of what the fashions are and what's hip and what's hot, and they help them at Watson's do that.
They're consultants.
They're
I guess.
Consultants involved in the day-to-day operation, shall we say.
What a great opportunity.
Yes.
Kmart's coming up on your screen right now.
Kmart's having moved location this year.
And there you can see lots of Kentucky characters. Abraham Lincoln.
Kmart in years past always has a nice float.
Yes. Merry Christmas from Kmart. Okay, now we've got the Glasgow Healthcare Facility.
Happy holidays from Glasgow Healthcare. And more candy. We have some kids that have been breaking into our reviewing stand here, getting our keep.
Yes, we got the Glasgow Daily Times delivering you Christmas.
The local newspaper with some presents there, and the Daily Times in the mailbox.
There people are out throwing candy too.
That's right, there's a puppy dog coming through here.
Wow.
Some more puppy dogs here. These are, you know who those puppy dogs were? That was Biscuit and Gravy from Bob Evans. And there's Freddie Profit from South Central RTC and a big bucket truck throwing out a lot of candy.
They have got that truck lit.
And here we have
Now,
Suntech.
the second place winner in this division.
Suntech Industry here in Glasgow. They've built a sort of an indoor scene with a fireplace, and look at there, they got the wood in the back.
Wood pile in the back.
And what is that in the cage back there? I believe that's old Duke the dog, isn't it?
That looks like Christmas dinner.
Oh, okay. Well, you had a better vantage point than I did. Certainly Duke the dog is not Christmas dinner.
No.
I think that was a bird that had been bagged.
Yes. Ooh.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
And then
We have just a slight lull here in the parade because we have a big tractor making its way down through here, Ann.
and I believe this is
Who are we scheduled for next?
the first place winner, I believe.
Is it T.J. Sampson Community Hospital?
It most certainly is.
The first place winner in the large business category.
And it is a beauty.
There's Dr. Philip Bale on here. Bearded Dr. Philip Bale from the hospital. And we have some patients there in the back and some folks being operated on there. The first place float in the large business category entered by T.J. Sampson Community Hospital.
Medicine in the past and medicine in the present.
That's right, and we continue to grow and improve. Just in the last several years, a couple of major additions and remodelings at the hospital, and always on top of technology. And now,
More music.
that's right, and we get to enjoy the music of the Marching Raiders, the Hart County Band. like the hats on those drummers there, Ann? Sort of little,
They're very stylish.
sort of little elves type hats there. You have a red version of that on. We have,
Small businesses who made a big effort.
this is Turner's Beaver Creek Florist out on Highway 90 toward Cave City, with some of their decorating work on display here.
Yes, and coming up, we've got Shorty's TV Furniture and Appliance Incorporated.
Hey, and there's David Rutherford pulling that big. Hi, Dave. How you doing?
And I really like that TV screen on the end of that.
We have a big screen TV back there showing the beautiful shots of Christmas. We have Miss Cooperative Christmas over here. This is Jacqueline Luttrell.
And she's holding up very beautifully.
That's right. And we have broadcasters coming down here. All the good folks at WHAC 103.7 handing out candy. How about a cheeseburger? Cheeseburger. Thanks. All right. And they got beautiful Christmas hats on.
I like the candy.
And lots of presents, too, on top of the truck.
Yeah, we got a little bit lull in the action, but you know, this has been a lot of fun. Still got a couple more divisions to go. Here we got Post and Electronics.
See if you can pick up the bass on this bad truck. Got one of those
Now,
master.
a little bit hard of hearing, but I can feel that on the floor.
Got those master bass boosters in it there from Postons. They put the bass in the truck. The boom box in the box, so to speak. Well, are you having a good time so far?
I'm having a good time. How
Has your
about
evening
you?
in Glasgow been well spent thus far?
Well, people here are so friendly, and you know, the parade just looks great. A lot of hard work, a lot of good coordination, and the thing moves.
That's right. It really does. And we don't, you know, it's just they get it started like clockwork.
There we got Gibson Tire Service Incorporated, and they're the #1 entry.
In small business days of old, Roger Gibson and Mary Gibson and all the staff out at Gibson Tire. They've got some mountain men on there too. I see Phil Ferguson up there, and he is an accomplished mountain man.
Okay, and now we've got Shaker Realty and a Stingray.
Hey, another one of those Corvettes. We got more Corvettes.
Hot cars in this parade.
Right. Now, how about, you remember the song, The Little Nash Rambler? Da, 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 da. Well, that's a Nash Rambler from Gene's Auto Sales.
Ooh,
I can't remember the whole song, but it was pretty cute.
I got a couple of cars from Gene's Auto Sales.
Hey, how about a big Monaco? It's 500.
Talk about feeling safe in a car.
That's right.
Lots of metal around you.
You can actually drive defensively in that car, eh?
Huh? Yes. Okay. All right, we've got G&W Mobile Homes next in line.
They are an established mobile home dealer here in town with a big truck they used to haul them around with, and a Kentucky flag, and some Christmas and some presents.
Okay, and what you just saw was Fisher Auto Parts. Or actually, you can see them now on your screen.
That's right, and we have an air filter riding on the back, a human air filter here from Federated Auto Parts.
I bet she's really cold.
That's right. It kind of feels like this wind's going right through her, I think.
Okay. All
We need a
right.
snare drum back here.
Okay, Wilson's Shell.
Just right down the street from us here, as a matter of fact, with another Corvette loaded full of presents.
And Glasgow Trim and Upholstery Shop.
They have their car decorated
Cruising right.
very nicely.
And we got Mike's Cycle World.
Hey, look at all those cycles dressed up for Christmas.
And I think we see a few samples here.
That's right. We've got a little mini bike here and some four-wheelers, another group of four-wheelers.
They're ready to hit the highway.
Hopping wheelies,
And,
all decorated for
I
Christmas.
bet that would be fun to.
That's more my style right there. With in the back end, you can carry something in it, and it looks like
A family
it's
four-wheeler.
not tempting enough to to pop a wheelie in it, I guess, Ann. These are all purpose type vehicles. They have many uses on the farm, in addition to being, really fun to scoot around in. All right, the parade is continuing to move. Jim Moody is with us here. Hey, Jim, how are you tonight?
Doing fine, Henry. Having a big old time. This is a great parade, and it's running very smoothly, too.
That's right, it is. And we have some band parents here. We have Linda Wells, who's actually sitting on the ground. Linda, how in the world can you sit on the ground? Ellen Gentry has sense enough to stand up over here, but now Linda is sitting down. That's right. We have the Barron Metcalfe County Fertilizer coming through with a big old bale of tobacco on it there.
I guess more than anything symbolizes the state and the bicentennial.
Well, you are standing in the middle of the county that produces more burley than any other county in the state of Kentucky. And we have the best market, too.
I know, I get phone calls every day.
They tell you all about it, don't
Yes,
they?
they do. Great.
We have McCoy's Service Center coming through with another old Chevy Nova there. Fun cars to cruise in.
Barlow's Body Shop.
And there's not a scratch or a dent on that car, is there?
No, there isn't. Good advertisement.
That's right.
Okay, number.
This is Hogue Auto Service.
Auto Service. Definitely looking festive there.
Yes, they are, and having a good time. You know, the parade, we're toward the end of the parade, I guess, technically, and everybody's spirits still seem to be very high. Hey, here comes a bunch of folks from the Plaza Theater. We have Jenny Lou McCubbins up there. We got, who else is over there? There's Glenn Burton over there. Danny's over there. Who? Yes, they're all having fun. I hope we got them all on there, but they performed tonight before the crowd at the downtown music as well.
I live for sites like this, a food truck, Schwann's Fine Food.
That's right. You can open up the door, and we could get some frozen cheese sticks, and we could have them going in no time flat here.
And here's the third place winner in this division. This is Roto-Rooter Sewer Service.
That's right. Look at those. Look at those big candy canes.
Now here's
I didn't be able to use those on the job after the parade.
Actually, it's a two-part.
Remember that song? Away go troubles down the drain.
Yes.
Remember that old song?
Remember that. You're not going to get me to sing.
Oh, how about you sing it? You can sing the first part.
Nah.
Did somebody
Seems like you're
say?
getting the crowd to sing.
Did somebody say Santa?
Oh. Oh.
Did somebody yell Santa?
I've got a list.
Oh, you do?
Oh, yes.
Well, how close are we getting to having the jolly old man? We have a lull, the word that has been handed to me here.
Well, Santa's got to see and talk to a lot of people on the way up here, so.
I've got an idea. While we have a lull, let's you and I take a stroll.
Okay.
Let's walk around this square one moment in the hopes that our fetal circulates some blood, all right?
Okay.
We're trying to move. Oh, do we want to go over here, do we? All right. What we're actually trying to do is warm our feet up. They don't understand what we're doing, do they? A break in the action. What's the good word here from our director on the spot, the man that's been telling us where the parade has been? Do you know, we're going to find out whether we begin to see the parade lull a little bit. We're not going to see any spirits dampened without the jolly old man arriving. What everybody has very patiently waited for the whole parade.
Lots of kids running around. They're going after that candy, but they really want to see Santa Claus.
That's right. And we basically have seen the majority of the parade, but Santa Claus is yet to come through, and I'm really anxious because we have a big surprise when Santa Claus comes through the parade tonight.
What?
He's going to have some interesting transportation. And I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag, but I hope that everybody is really tickled to death when they see how Santa arrives.
So I guess when he arrives, Christmas officially comes to Glasgow.
That's right.
I believe it's coming up.
Santa is coming. All right, I believe Santa is coming, so we'll go ahead and switch back out to the street and make our grand exit here and exercise our feet a little bit on the way because we think that Santa Claus is coming up very soon. We have another float coming up through here. Let's see if we can catch who this is. This is going to be the
Kids World Daycare. They're the second place winner in this division. And
second place winner. Look at all the stockings hung by the pickup truck with care. That's right.
Hopes that St. Nicholas soon will be here, and he soon will be here.
And we have a bunch of good-looking folks dressed very warmly on that particular float.
And oh, you like this? This is the Kids World warm-up station. You think they might let you hop in there for a few minutes?
Maybe just blast the hot air over here just for a moment, and we'll be in good shape.
Okay. We could trade.
We have vets and send them to go. Look here, Jay Brewer. There's Jay Brewer out in the middle of the street from Vets, and he's probably handing out free coupons for some of those good subs down at Vets Sandwich Shop.
This is Sweet Creations.
looks like a bunch of lovely folks in there having a good time on the parade evening.
Coming up, we got Tupperware.
That's right. All those
Cane.
Christmas goodies, we can save them in Tupperware.
Okay, these people here did a real nice job decorating their car, the Parkway Auction House.
That's right. They have lots of garland and beautiful flowers and some beautiful presents on the back.
Okay, coming up here we have Jeffrey's Auto Salvage.
From up at Savoy, Kentucky. A beautiful place. And certainly lots of... Oh, thank you very much. Now, that looks good. That was a sweet tart I think they hit us with there, Ann.
Jesse's Books coming up next.
Nothing like curling up with a good book in the Christmas spirit.
And
We take note of the fact that the crowd has not thinned bit. You always like to see... I can always tell how people are enjoying things when they don't break up when the parade slows down a little bit.
talk about an old-fashioned Christmas. Got a mule drawing and a buggy. This is Southern Kentucky Collision Repair.
That's right. Some nice folks out there, and every year they enter something in the parade and certainly make it very enjoyable.
Well, here's some music. Maybe we can dance. That'll warm us up.
This is the Glasgow Scotty Marching Band, just coming off of a very successful marching season, performing at football games, and we want to hear some music from our own Glasgow Scotty Marching Band as the Glasgow Christmas Parade continues. The Glasgow Scotty Band under the direction of Keith Vincent. And you know, the band parents tonight have set up the concessions all along the parade route so folks can buy hot chocolate and making some extra money for the band parents organization. And certainly a very well organized band parents group indeed.
Looking sharp.
The Lock Baron pipes and drums are going to be in the parade tonight. But the bagpipes don't play in the cold, we understand from Wendell Honeycutt, and he really wished that they could have been here. But they...
cold weather, those kilts must...
That's right. That's probably secondary, but the reeds won't blow either, or however they're supposed to work. Bagpipes looks a little complicated to play anyway.
And post office probably reminding everybody to mail early.
That's right. Don't make them work overtime on Christmas Eve.
Well, you want to make sure your cards and your gifts
Get it in the mail early.
on time. And oh boy, the grand old man of Christmas
Here
himself.
comes the old Santa Express. Looky here, there's Bruce Tribune and Randall Cook, the mailmen of choice. Alex Patterson and Santa Claus, a bicentennial Christmas. There's the Christmas parade. Oh, there's Rita Williams, the parade chairman right there. Beautiful parade, Rita.
Thank you, Merry Christmas.
Same to you. Here we have the ambulance service, making sure everybody's nice and safe. And we have another unit from the Glasgow Auxiliary Police coming through as the parade continues. And okay, all right, very good. As the parade continues around the square, you'll be able to catch it. And we got to see everybody come through here in grand fashion. I think they want us to move over here a little bit closer. Now, let's get some papers out here because I want to review some things. First of all, we have some business to take care of. Let's tell everybody, first of all, who won in the various categories because the floats and units were marked, but we sort of reviewed them as they came through. And lots of family members and lots of people who worked on these floats are tickled to death that they got to see these floats on the parade, and they want to know that they how they came out.
They did.
So let's just go ahead. We're ready. So let's just go ahead and tell everybody how the judging came out tonight. First of all, in large business, Ann.
Okay, in first place, TJ Sampson Community Hospital. We also had Suntech in second place. And in third place, we had Lowe's.
In the small business division, Gibson Tire Service took first place honors. Kids World Daycare second place. And the Roto-Rooter Service, Roto-Rooter Sewer Service came in third place there with those big old sugar candy canes on the top of that truck.
And that was a real nice looking float.
Yes.
We had a lot of scouts marching in this parade. I know the judges had a tough time making a decision on this, but they had to make a decision. In first place, we had the Eastern Elementary Cub Scout troop number, or pack number 463.
Probably a pack number there,
Yeah,
yes.
Okay.
You were never a scout, obviously.
No, I wasn't, which is probably a good thing. And second place, we had the
Barren River Rod and Gun Club's Boy Scout Troop number 605.
And in third place, we had the Happy Valley Cub Scout pack number 561. There were a lot of young kids who did a lot of really good work.
A lot of den meetings and pack meetings over the last several weeks held in someone's barn putting together these floats, indeed, for the Scout Division. In the, let's see, the Community Neighborhood School and Group Division, the Kentucky Technical School, Barron County Area Vocational Education Center took first place honors. The Hiceville Post Office took second place honors. And it's the Ralph Bunch School, the last bunch float, which took the third place honors in that particular division, the competition tonight, Ann.
Okay, and those who have bragging rights in the club or organization division, we have the Cross Country Saddle Club in first place. In second place, we had the Barron County 4-H'ers, and third place, that would be the Hiceville Firefighters Auxiliary.
Just a beautiful group in that particular division as well. The churches and church groups do a wonderful job, and Coral Hill Church of God took first place honors tonight, followed by the Bethel United Methodist Church, and it was the Methodist Youth Fellowship that took third place in that division. And in the family and individual, we had the Hughes and Chapman family taking first place, Dale and Betty Rich second place, and it was the Lawson family in third place, and of course the Grand Marshal's Award was
Eastern Elementary Cub Scout pack number 463.
Boy, I tell you what, that was a beautiful float as well. We want to thank the Glasgow Barron County Chamber of Commerce Christmas Parade Committee, chaired by Rita Williams, as you saw her walking through here with a bullhorn just a few minutes ago.
I needed it to get
That's right.
Going as smoothly as it went.
Well, you know, to do this parade, you got to keep everybody in line, and she does a good job at that. And she has so many henchmen, if you will, who are on her committee, who do a wonderful job at organizing this Christmas parade. We have to thank the city of Glasgow, the Barron County officials, our Glasgow City Police, our auxiliary policemen, fire departments, ambulance service, all standing by to ensure the safety of those who come and watch the parade. We also want to thank the Glasgow Electric Plant Board and their CATV division. Who all we have running around here? We have, Billy Ray on one camera and Bill Anderson on another camera. We have the Chief of Engineers, Mr. Chappie Rice, and we have the Executive Producer, Mr. Kyle Jones, and we have, let's see, Pete's running around here. What's Pete's last name? Cook, all right. And we have Todd up there. And who else, Chappie? Oh, that's right. We have the Mammoth Cave Area Amateur Radio Club, who was at various outpost locations, letting us know about the location of the parade. And we just get information from everywhere.
Really?
Look up, there's another something to say. We certainly have a good time doing this. But you know, Ann being a professional in the media, nothing the best things come off aren't rehearsed. We have to sort of be able to ad-lib about these floats and all the things that are involved in covering a parade. And certainly we appreciate you being here in Glasgow tonight. We certainly appreciate Channel 13, the work of Houchins Industries in getting our Grand Marshal here tonight. And we just hope that you maybe get a chance to come back next year when we provide a Christmas parade a little warmer like Myrtle Beach.
Well, it wouldn't be Glasgow if it were Myrtle Beach. So.
That's right. It's cold. It's supposed to be cold in December in Glasgow.
December and Glasgow has just been so hospitable, and this has been a wonderful parade. Lots of people have made it out, and people have worked really hard to put their entries together, and it's making for a very Merry Christmas.
150 units, 1,500 people in the parade at least tonight. And certainly, I think the record books will record the fact that the 1992 Christmas Parade is another one to be proud of here in Glasgow and Barron County.
Merry Christmas, Henry.
We're going to go, it's Merry Christmas to you, Ann. We're going to go somewhere where we can march and get our feet a little bit warmer from standing in one spot at, it's about 22 degrees out here right now, I think. So for everybody at the Glasgow Electric Plant Board, at WCLD Radio, and WBKO Channel 13, have a very Merry Christmas, everyone. A pleasant good evening. And if you're watching us live and you missed the parade, at 5:30 on Monday and at 8:30 on Tuesday, you'll be able to watch taped replays of this broadcast on Channel 49. That's cable ready channel number 71. And there'll be some other times on there as well. I wanted to settle back and watch it tomorrow, so we'll have to work on Kyle and get him to show it before the work week begins again. But we'll have to negotiate that a little bit later. So have a nice evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for the broadcast.
Have you or a loved one participated in a local event filmed by the Glasgow EPB? Maybe it was a school graduation, Little League championship, or musical performance. These are all events that have recently been professionally captured on video by the EPB to be aired on Channel 6. The EPB archives contain community, school, and church events dating back to 1990 and can be purchased by anyone. DVDs are $13 and would make a great gift for family and friends while preserving a timeless memory of a special moment in one's life. Call to place your order today.
When you need high-quality healthcare services, TJ Regional Health is here to take care of your entire family. Whether you're looking for a skilled and compassionate provider for primary care, women's health, pediatrics, cardiology, general surgery, sleep medicine, rehab services, or even mental health, TJ Regional Health is here for you in every stage of life. With convenient locations throughout South Central Kentucky, TJ Regional Health is your healthcare destination. Request an appointment at tjregionalhealth.org.